Let's reboot ourselves. Day 4. It's tough, isn't it? It's all because of this damn virus. Everyone's having a hard time these days. Just hang on. Hopefully, it'll be better soon. At the time, we still had hope. I guess we could still afford to take it a little bit easy. But now, months later, I hardly find anybody having the same conversation. Everybody is experiencing panic in their own way to varying degrees. This is going to ruin everything. Self employed small business are closing, and larger companies are marching toward bankruptcy. You think it is about to get under control, but one new case appears and everything is paralyzed again. I'm afraid this is going to last until next year. We're feeling instinctively that some tremendous change is on its way, but we only get a glimpse of a dim silhouette, and the effects of coronavirus are so unpredictable that nobody can say definitely what will be next. Yet, there is a question that refuses to leave our minds. Someday we'll go back to the days before Corona, won't we? I met an old friend of mine a while ago, a veteran businesswoman with extensive experience in corporate events. She has such an extraordinary passion and ability that she grew her company to 50 employees just 2 years after starting the business. Despite considerable authority and breadth of experience, her business collapsed irreparably when the coronavirus hit. Honestly, I thought everything would be fine if I endured for a month or two, but it continued to get worse. My business is about bringing a large audience to a location for an event. I've weathered natural disasters and freak situations, but nothing like this. Last week, a few employees came to me and told me that they were leaving because the company was having a difficult time. They asked me to bring them back when everything returned to normal. I was determined to hang on no matter what, but now I have lost all hope. I just chalk up several times a day. I also met a college buddy a few weeks ago. As a 57-year-old professor, he is only about 8 years from retirement. He said that he'd actually busier than before, trying to adjust to online class system now that colleges have stopped giving in-person classes. I predicted that the world would come to this point eventually, but I'm flustered because it came so abruptly. Professors are scrambling to deliver online classes. At first, I thought things would get back to normal, but this is unnerving. I'm afraid that I might have to continue online classes until the end of the year. I don't see any point in starting offline classes either, because once we have a single confirmed case in this class, we'll be right back to online classes anyway. Everybody is in a panic right now, professors, the college, and students, because we don't know how to teach and learn or in what environment. Everybody was intimidated by the coronavirus. Even the talented, passionate businesswoman and the university professor with outstanding analytical skills. Everyone struggled to get through each day, and I was not an exception. I simply couldn't keep feeling this confusion. With a sense of urgency, fearing that we might never go back to the old life again. I started studying. The balance of my bank account was quickly draining, making me toss and turn sleepless until dawn. I was desperate beyond words. I was facing a matter of survival for both my family and company. For several months, I've read thousands of pages of reports, met experts from all walks of life, and read page after page in newspapers, searching for clues to understand this new world. And then I arrived at a clear conclusion. This isn't coming to an end. This world, as we knew it, is over. We are already living in the new normal. Coronavirus will never come to an end. COVID 19 is marked by its powerful contagiousness. Unlike SARS or MERS, which had a low mortality rate, COVID 19 is so highly contagious that a single person can infect hundreds of people at a single large gathering. This infectious power caused our society to disintegrate instantly. Social distancing was the best response that it found to the mad spread of the coronavirus. However, after a few months of social distancing, life didn't seem like a life anymore. I questioned whether this would ever stop. Even if we were to develop a vaccine, it was hard to believe that it would solve all our problems. As questions kept mounting in my mind, I met Che Jae-chun, a chair professor at Ewha Women's University. I thought that if anybody could give me clear answers on the nature of the coronavirus and what the future might be, he was the one. When I asked him if we were ever going back to our previous routines, he told me the spread of coronavirus might slow down, but it will never come to a complete stop. People wish to hear that it has ended, but how can a virus end completely? Do you mean that we have to keep living like this? I asked. If human continues to destroy the ecosystem to the point where we change the climate as we do now, a variety of other creatures besides bats will carry some types of deadly virus and strike us every 2 to 3 years. I mean, viruses will strike us at a speed faster than humans can develop virus vaccines for them. Then, what do you suggest we should do? I blurted the question out of desperation. I call social distancing a behavioral vaccine. The only vaccine available for us at the moment is this behavioral vaccine. Going forward, we may have to learn how to coexist with viruses in the form of social distancing. Professor Chess' advice was sincere and born of having dedicated his entire life to the calling of being an ecologist. After leaving his office, one word lingered in my mind: coexistence. My illusion that the current situation is only temporary was also slowly disintegrating.